Okay, y'all, as you know, we're doing woodworking here. So we need a router table. I've got this little router table, but every time I put something on it, it slides away, rides off, does something. And I'm fighting it constantly to keep it where I want it. I don't have a way to secure it, and you're on the ground or you're on top of a table, you're fighting it, it ain't working. And I can't get big enough pieces up there to go around. So I'm gonna make a table out of some 2x4s and see if we can mount this thing in the middle of it. Maybe take the legs off and mount it down flush with it and see what we can do. So hopefully at the end of this, I'll have something that resembles a table with a router sitting in the middle of it. Don't know if it'll work, but that's what I'm gonna try. So here we go. Okay, y'all, when I do this, when I put this sideboard on, I try to hold this in my hand so it keeps it square, so I can see what square is as I'm screwing it with the impact driver. So as I'm turning the screw in with the impact driver, I try to hold it all square. So if it gets way out of whack, you're in trouble. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to film this because it's only me. But here we go. Okay, once you get your two sideboards on, you stand it up and you put your top on there. Now we're going to square it all up and put your screws in the top on both sides. I ain't got neither one of them in. See, you can tell. And turn it this way. It looks a little crooked. So we're gonna have to play with it and make it twist. Make it do what it do. So we're gonna get it and we'll let you know how it turns out in just a minute. Okay, y'all, I pulled the legs off this little table. Let's have this sitting up there. Pulled the legs off this little table. Now we gotta figure out where we want it. I think I want it dead center of it. I'm just gonna flip it upside down, lay it in there, get me some 2x4s, run crossways on this table, mount it. My screws will go right in here and hold up. My screws will go in here and not go all the way through. Basically, I'm gonna put 10 or 12 screws in it, or 20 screws in it. Screw it right in the middle of the table and hold it down, make it flush, and go with it is, I believe, what I'm going to do here. So let's see how this turns out. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Maybe it won't. But that's what we're going to try. So I'm going to do something like this. I ain't got them screwed in yet. I got it centered. There's a center mark, and then a mark there, and a mark there where it needs to go. Then I'll put the framing square up there to make them square to go up there, and I ain't got to mark that because I'll just make it square from there to there, and it'll all do what it do. But I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to slide it up there and screw it in place. And then after I screw it in place, I'll put a board from here to there and from here to there and screw it in place again and lock it all together there. And then it'll be sitting right in the middle, I hope. But that's what I'm going to try anyway, and then we'll go from there. So we'll come back here in a minute and see if I figured out how to screw these in. I think I will. I'm gonna put 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. Hopefully that'll get it. So we'll see. Okay, y'all, when I'm making a cut like this and I don't have I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I screw a 2x4 to it. The distance of my fence there. So my fence is 1.5 inches. So if I screw that 1.5 inches off and cut it and just ride that fence up against that 2x4 the whole time, it should give me a nice clean cut. And you see what it does there. I did that one the same one. It gives you a nice clean cut. And this was my beginning cut. That was factory there. So you measure here basically from here. You measure from here to your board underneath, And you get that, and on this particular saw, you add 1.5 inches to it and screw it down. Measure over here and do the same thing. It's basically a cheap track saw. They make a saw that you can put in the track, set up there and put in the track and cut it. But this is the poor man's way. Take you a piece of wood, screw it to it, and run the fence across it. It's just as easy. Takes you a second or two to set it up, but once you get the hang of it, it ain't nothing. You can cut it real quick. And there you go. It's cut off. Same all the way across. And hardly any lip at all on it. Same all the way. Makes it nice and easy and quick. Nice straight line. Or I don't know if it's straight, but it's straight to the actual board itself that's under there. But anyway, figured I'd show you all that little trick if you didn't know it. Now you do.
What in the world are you doing?
I'm making a router table. Screwing this thing in. You got to get it screwed in there good now, y'all. Told Ron to bring me some carpet. He didn't bring me none, so we ain't getting no carpet put on.
Well,
but I don't think it'll hurt nothing the way it is. We'll see.
we'll just have to be real careful not to scratch anything.
We got to put some. I'm gonna put some more bracing in here. 18 inches. What you doing? You think that would be why that was 18 inches?
Mm-hmm.
16. I can't cut it out of there.
You in a big hurry, Donnie?
No.
This is how he always is. He's always moving around and knocking stuff over. Fixing this, fixing that. We got this, cut this, put this here. Where's the screwdriver? And measure this. Look, hey, turn this over. Hey, let's carry it out there. He don't mess around, people.
And I had a design change right in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So I put this here, like so.
Yes.
I'm gonna run some 1x6 or 1x8 or whatever we got across here for shelving.
Shelving, okay.
Shelving. See.
And it was on tape, too. Hey, try the other side. Might be more room. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
That's what I was trying to do, get it real nice and tight.
Yeah, we meant to do that. Look, it's flawless.
Yeah, see, we don't need no screws to hold it in. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, have y'all priced screws lately? They're crazy money. Crazy money. So I was trying to buy one of these tables, you can't buy them. People want crazy money for them.
We saw a few people selling them like on Craigslist and Facebook and stuff, but I just couldn't bring myself to spend money on somebody else's.
On some 2x4.
Some 2x4s nailed together in a square. I mean,
I'm really laying it to it. I don't want it to come out of there. Y'all saw me take the legs off earlier. So this is just a regular old $20 router table you can buy anywhere.
mm-hmm.
Well, they used to be $20.
Uh-huh.
I get $20 for that one. I don't know what they are now.
Mm-hmm.
That would be $10,000 the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, 18 inches?
I believe that's what you said.
18 inches. Yeah, we've been using that real nice. That and Diablo blades.
If y'all don't know, Milwaukee's the new Craftsman.
Yep, the Milwaukee.
That's pretty much what's going on.
And right there's the old Craftsman. Old school Craftsman. Ooh.
I don't know. He might have finally found the thing that's going to stop him. Well,
Not this time.
foiled again. Well, our carpenter skills are next level now.
Yes. Especially when we're sleeping. The old lady says I can cut down trees while I'm asleep.
Oh, huh? I don't snore. I stayed up all night one night just to see.
I don't snore neither. I'm a lumberjack.
You're crooked, Donnie.
Don't matter. Nobody's gonna see it.
That's true.
Nobody will see it. We ain't making kitchen cabinets. That's what my boss used to tell me.
Did you tell him that we hired another cabinet maker?
Nope.
That's a completely different video. We thought our skills might not be high enough grade for what we were thinking about doing.
Yeah, and the wood was too expensive.
Yeah. We were going to make a door. But we were kind of just going to make it because we couldn't get one. But then we found somebody who's going to make one for us. And we think he knows what he's doing. So
Looks like it, so we hope.
So it'll be better than us because we know we don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we needed a side entry door for this building, and we kind of want to go with some old school looking doors because they're a custom size. But we found a cabinet maker who's going to make us one.
Okay, I got 20 screws.
It's probably fine.
Hold it. Now we got.
How many screws are holding the actual router to the actual piece of metal? 3? Yeah, the 20 in the metal's fine then. Well, we're about done with that.
Well, I gotta get 4 more screws in the bottom in these things. And oh, that's a nail. That ain't gonna work. Now, y'all, that's why nobody uses damn Phillips anymore. The star drives are 10 times better.
Oh, God.
But, you know, the Phillips screws are half the price of the star drive, but they won't stay in there.
If you stab yourself with your screwdriver, you know you're going too fast.
Yep. Keep your hands out the way. Woohoo! Now, we gotta flip it over and show them what top looks like.
All right, let's bring her on down.
Make sure you don't get in the way.
I'm trying to hold it up with one hand.
It's sitting on everything, it's crooked. There we go.
Pretty solid.
And look, we got the little.
We even used a level. Well, you're gonna have to modify your plan, Donnie.
God almighty.
His plan modification is to remove the guard. For what we're doing, people, we're using a T molding, T slot. So we're gonna be all right.
We ain't going to. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let me over there. Milwaukee's going to say it. How much chisel worth?
The chisel right there, right.
Behind that spray.
That's it. That's it. Hey, that.
Not 2x4s anyway. Maybe not. Maybe it's because the grooves are locked up here. You know,
That's gonna be a problem, then, you know.
People gonna go ape shit if we take that damn
Guard off.
guard off. Oh my God! Any other time I'd have been done. I took a hammer and knocked hell out of them and they're done.
Yep. That's pretty good, Donnie. And look, for all the people that think we don't care about safety, do you see what you just did, Donnie?
Wasted 10 minutes.
No, you made it where the guard self-closes. It's impossible to not have the guard down now. So really, we improved the safety function of it.
We improved it. We still need some screws in there though.
Before, you could flip the guard back and then not use it. But now you can't. It goes up and it comes back down.
Get a few screws in here. We put one here and that 2x4. Put one here and that 2x4. Maybe one there, but I think I'm out. Yeah, let me go get some more screws. Be back in a minute, people. Just sit right there and wait on me.
We're looking in the front of the other building. Boy, I see cool things in there.
I think I got a few screws somewhere here.
You were gone so long.
I was trying to hurry.
We forgot what we were doing. Oh, you're putting screws in the table. That's right.
Screws in the table. Screws in the table. Try not to hit the other screws that's already in the table. And this, we probably can't even use this guard on them T-slot grooves.
Yeah, I think you got to take...
Because it's so big up here, I think it's going to hit.
You're right.
And if I'm trying to run the whole side of a damn cabinet there, it ain't going to...
Yeah, we might have to take it off.
But I got these here too.
We probably got to take them off too.
Yeah, but, you know, we got them in case we need them. But anyway.
That's pretty good, Donnie.
Hey, what we can do now, we paid $10 for this router table. Or was it $15? $15 for this router table. We got $35 worth of 2x4s in it. And a scrap piece of plywood. You know where the plywood come from?
It's the top ceiling of the back room of the jail.
Yeah, that's right. So we ain't got nothing in it. So we could sell it for $2 1/4.
I don't know that it's maybe.
That's what all them other people want.
Well, we got us a router table now. I guess we should test it.
I'm scared of it. What are we gonna do?
It'd probably be all right.
Well, I'm sure it will be.
Now, does that hold a 1/4 inch chuck?
Yeah, it's got our other bit in it from the router table.
Oh, okay, cool.
But now, every time we change the bit, we're going to have to crawl up underneath the table.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't going to be fun.
We're just going to have to put a bit in it and leave it in it. Like that T-molding slot bit. All right.
Well, y'all, next part of this you're going to see is us playing with it, probably.
All right, here we go.
Okay, y'all, we got it. We got it to where it's cutting. Right there, we made that with it. Had to cut a T-slot in it, basically.
That's for the T-molding.
So,
We're testing. This is one of our prototypes.
We got it working good, just like we thought it would. It's good. It's right out there in the center. You can work around it.
We're going to put a cutoff switch on the end of the table, so it's out of the way of when you're working on it. And the reason we needed the table was so that we could put big pieces on it. We were doing some of the smaller ones too, as you saw, but for like a larger piece, we wanted a table so that we could. And also, the little one, it
was too flimsy.
It just moves around. Like if you push anything against it, it's jumping all over the place. Dangerous as hell. This is much less dangerous, even though we don't have the guard on it.
Yeah, you can't have a guard because we got to. You see what we're doing there.
If you were just doing this edge, yeah, you could use the guard and run right down it. These bits have a little bearing on it, so it goes to the right depth. So it's really easy to just move it all around the.
And then I'm doing stuff like this that I've got to. These have got to curl all the way around.
So if the guard was in the way, you'd have a real problem.
You got to curl it all the way around like so, you know. So it's not.
You can use a handheld one, but we wanted to get a table where we can. I like it where the damn thing is in one place, and we can get the hell out of the way if something happens.
We tried to use a handheld last week on this. How do you hold it?
Yeah, so you got to clamp it, and it's just this much works much better.
You can't do it safely. I mean, I tried. Don't work.
All right, so we might make some more improvements to it or whatever. We did adjust it a little bit to get it more level. You might have saw this end was popped up, so we readjusted all the screws and got it level as we could. So,
but if we get a regular bit, we kept all the guards and all, so we can put all the stuff back on there if we need it. So, anyway, y'all like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up for filming it, and we'll catch you on the next one.